This week has been a shitty week for me, if I'm being honest with most of you. It's because every trade that I took was actually very perfect, but the problem was with me. So this week I had my psychology completely fucked and I hit a lot of break evens and SLs. So I'm down about 3% this week. Actually, I should have made somewhere around 14% because all my trades that I took just hit my SL and then went for my TP. And that was primarily due to me moving my SL voluntarily, trailing it down and down, which is a new habit that I picked up from the backtesting. And I just realized it this week after taking a whole lot of SLs. So this is going to be a short video, guys, since there's nothing big to discuss, but we'll go through and let me show you guys my trade. So my first trade was on Monday. So my Monday's trade went as follows. So I initially entered the market somewhere quite early, actually. Monday's trade was quite early for me. Right. So my Monday's trade, right? So my Monday's trade, I took it after no, not after. I think I took it some, yeah. So I took it in the macro time 10:50 and it was a huge blunder. That is, I took it at a sell side liquidity. I did not notice what the market was going on and I was emotional on the day. So I took it that day and I had an immediate SL. So this is Monday's trade. I didn't take any trades on Tuesday because my model was not formed. Monday's trade was completely my fault. But going forward, the Wednesday's trade, right? Wednesday's trade was quite perfect for me. So I entered the trade exactly where I should. I had my targets. It took the buy side liquidity and the next one was sell side liquidity. So I entered the markets exactly where I should have entered and the market did go as planned, but the only thing was I started trailing my SL down, and unfortunately for me I hit break even. This trade was taken during the second macro and this didn't go quite well. This is my second trade of this week. My moving on to my third trade, that is Thursdays, which is also similar because I took this trade somewhere around, yeah, so I took this trade around somewhere 10:15. I entered the market right over here in this array and it was a clean trade. The trade actually went almost 95% of my TP. I could have closed it, but I wanted to hit 100%. I trailed my SL down to the entry point, and what happened was the market just gave a pushback during the next macro to the area to grab liquidity and then go down and take the profits. So during that time again I got hit and it was a break-even trade. I did not make more than $6. So that's a part that I literally lost it. And for Friday's trade was so similar to this and it was also my fault entirely. So on Friday's trade, right, my setup was correct. I had a few arrays break. Like always, my model was followed. I had my sell side buy side liquidity. Once the buy side was weak and we had the target for sell side, I entered the trade. The only thing was my SL was placed right over here on the buy side liquidity, and I trailed it down again, once again here to the opening of this sell side candle, and the market just came up, tapped into that opening and directly went for my TP. So again, this was a loss for me because I started trailing and I started doing this stuff. Previously, I didn't do this stuff, but in recent times, I thought I might just play around and find out, and this is the end result of it. So I'm down 3% this week. I know that this is common in the market, and I'm not going to blame the market and stuff. The market had great entries this week. Yes, it was a bit choppy, but still, all my trades, all my setups were perfect. The fault was completely on me. I'm the one to blame all this. And I think that from now on I'm going to stop trailing my SL. This was an newly formed habit that actually took 3% of my equity. So so I'm a little down, but I'm pretty sure that next week I'll just come back right up and have my payout as well. So see you guys next week.